So I am out testing my new LED headlights from Amazon. It does seem like I need to drop them down a little bit, but I still gotta, actually get them aligned properly. And I know you can hear that rattle. It bugs the shit out of me. But I gotta tighten up the bars because the roof rack comes in 3 sections, and I've got all 3 sections connected, so it sounds goofy because the sections are split in the middle. But as you can see, I've got a lot of light to the left and a lot of light to the right, and I mean, these are super bright white headlights. I know one of my previous videos, I had the other headlights, my old dingy ass yellow ones, and they sucked like a lot. They sucked really bad. I mean, with this set of headlights, oh boy, I can actually see, and not just like, oh, I can see a little bit further. I mean, I can see like a block away clearly with these. I'm gonna take them up onto the parkway up here because I gotta get up here to the parkway. Well, at least up to the back road, so I can see just how fully white and bright these are, because you can't really judge how bright headlights are in a city setting, so you got to take them to the back roads. Well, the way to take them to the back roads is to go to the back roads, dark, places where there aren't a boatload of houses and headlights and street lights. I mean, I know from the view of the camera, I can see that these are really bright, and I've got it set to auto on the camera. So that's a big difference from my originals. This car is right up my ass. It's so nice to actually be able to see like the sides of the road. As you can see, like our road here, there's a huge portion of the road that's like it turns to dirt, and then there's like this huge section where it's all dirt in front of people's houses. Yeah, that's like people's parking areas and whatnot. It's the easement, but for the home's property. Well, these headlights cover that. My other headlights didn't. I mean, they barely even shined out that way. My forward distance for my headlights has increased, I'd say about 250 feet. And say the sides go about 50 to 60 feet wider on each side, not just like in total, but on each side it goes about 50 feet wider, and that is amazing. As you can see, like the lower left hand side of my screen where it cuts off the headlight there, and the bottom left, yeah, that is like a straight line from the headlight. Like it cuts it off there, so I'm not going too far to the one side. And these aren't wraparound headlights either. These are the H6054s that, you know, come stock on say like a Jeep or like my Bronco here. They're the 7x6s or 7x5s, depending on how you want to measure them. But I mean, wow, that is such a big difference here. Like, it's amazing different. I mean, jeez. Let's see. Yeah, even my other lights. I mean, even my other lights make a big difference here. I love it. I can actually see. That is my biggest thing here, is I can actually see. They are plastic coat covered headlights, so that's one thing that I got to worry about. But golly jeepers, mister, I love it. I don't love the rattle up top. I gotta get something to fix that, which I'm thinking I'm just gonna end up strapping them and doing a bolt pattern on it or something. Okay, here's the big test. My high beams. Holy shnikes. Like, there's low beam, there's high beam. That is amazing. That is a huge improvement. Let's see, just right about the middle of the screen there, right about the middle of the screen where that big bright blotch is, that's where my high beams reached before. That's where my high beams reached before. And now I have like this huge, massive bright light that's just boom, right out front, right out. I mean, that is amazing. Usually I take that dirt road there, but I'm not into the shaking the shit out of my brains tonight. I know that Walmart's down one of these damn roads. But seriously, I think I spent like $100 on these. Well, it was actually less than $100 for these, and they make a world of difference. Oh my god, that is insane. I mean, that is insane. Look at that. Holy shnikes. Like, I've had new vehicles before with like nice headlights and everything, but I've never had this type of headlight. I mean, these are some bright ass headlights. I mean, that is insane how big of a difference that makes. I can see with my eyes, I can see all the way down there to the 1, 2, 3 light poles I can see. That's massive improvement. Before I could barely fucking see any of this stuff. But what an improvement. Holy smokes. And you know what? I'm gonna turn in here and I'm gonna finish adjusting my headlights because I need to. Okay, so I dropped my headlights down a little bit. I just looking off of a garage door up there. Dropped them down about maybe about 4 inches, you know, from 20 feet or so. so I'm not like blinding anybody. But I dropped that down. I also looked at my roof rack a little bit and found that a lot of the rattle that's up there is actually coming from my my high lift jack. It's rattling on the bolt that I have. So I gotta get one of those high lift protector boot things, and that'll stop some of the rattle. But the other stuff, I'm gonna have to, you know, add some stuff to it. But as I can see, that minor change in the headlight height doesn't really change much. I mean, yeah, it looks like it on here, but I mean, I've got a lot of view here, and I'm no longer like blinding anybody, you know, high wise. Haven't been out for a long time, so I'm going to take a quick meander around for a bit, burn up a little bit of gas just for the shits and giggles. I mean, I'm paying like $1.60 now instead of, you know, over $2, so that's a good thing, and I can afford to do this. Well, I could afford to do it before, but I just never had a chance to because I was always super busy. But as I'm driving, I mean, I'm not getting people flashing me because I'm blinding them. I'm not getting any kind of bad feedback. They're not clicking on and off or braking at all. They're not flickering. So all in all, they're really good. And you know, I'll definitely leave a link for these in the description, because I mean, wow, they went in super smooth. It plugs in, same thing as my original 6054s, same 3-prong plug. It comes with the adapter thing that I didn't even need. But I mean, wow, holy shnikes, this thing is amazing. Such a difference. I mean, it's not like I was blind before, but with these, I feel like I was pretty much blind. I was riding blind before because my view was nothing like this before. And the dingy yellow, screwed up headlights, and I mean, shit. This is crazy. Okay, stepped out of the truck for a bit here. I was just tinkering around with the lights because, you know, because it has that high cutoff, like it literally cuts off. I decided to raise it back up to where it was and test to see, you know, how far out I'd be blinding somebody. And I got down to where, you know, I was on like one of those CXRs or CSRs or whatever, the little fucking puddle jumpers. See how it would blind them, and my headlights don't. I mean, they are bright. I mean, look at this flood right here. Look at this. Look at this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That right there is, I'd say, about half a football field. I mean, that is bright. Look at them. Look at how bright those are. Now, down here is when it's actually headlight. But up here, I can look at those all damn day. I mean, it's not bright. And the way these things work is the three bulbs on the top work. There's, I don't know if I'll be able to get this, but like there's a bulb here, and a bulb here. And then this big one down here, that's the high beam. But oh my God. And then, I mean, that's regular high beam. I mean, that is massive. That is a massive difference. Now, before, when I was talking about my headlights, I mean, they died out right about here. And that's you know, legal distance for headlights, right about. I mean, but we're talking like 500-600 feet of light. I mean, that is insane. That is insane. And it lights up this whole area. And like, you see this line here? That's the cutoff. That's the headlight cutoff. Like, when I'm in the car, it shoots off the side. And look at that cutoff. And then you got that cutoff over there. I mean, boom. Not blinded nobody. I mean, that is insane. Wow. I mean, just to show you a difference. It is that dark out here. Boom. I love it.